position. We have Mike, he's the president of the OTB Club, and he's here to a little bit about our race coming up.
Our race is Saturday, the second time we've put this race together for just UTV only, dedicated to UTVs, so something for us to do. The race is Saturday, tech inspection at 7 o'clock, tech inspection to 9. It's also, you can sign up, do all your sign up and get your car teched. Driver's meeting is at 9:30 at signups. Then the bomb run practice is at 10 to 10:30. We want to have the riders meeting before the bomb. The race is at 11. Excited about it.
To come out $2, and you're that honor just for drivers under the age of 18 years old will need to have a parent or guardian sign a release. If they are not going to be present in the race, you will need to have that notarized. You turn those in at Home Check. Pre-registration determines the starting order. So register early for the best position. Our registration started a couple weeks ago. So just sign up now. There's probably about 30 cars that have signed up. So you'll still get a pretty good starting position. It's a time adjusted start, so it really doesn't make a whole lot of difference on where you started the race. You can purchase the transponder tags that you are going to need to have your car scored. Those are $20 and they'll be able to be purchased at signups. Registration for all the pro classes is $250 and $200 for sportsmen. If you decide to come out the day of, it's not a problem. Come on out the day of. It will cost you $50 additional to sign up day of, but you're welcome to do that. We understand that, you know, sometimes it takes time to get your car ready and it's all last minute, but you know, we encourage you to come out and come to our races. So like Mark said, in-person signups, they start at 7 a.m. and they're going to go till 9 a.m. Tech is basically at the same time. Typically the way that it works at tech inspection is the tech inspectors are going to come out to your car. They're going to have a tech sheet. We're going to fill out your tech sheet, make sure that you have all your safety equipment, and then you're good to race. You'll take your tech sheet and your transponder to the sign up computer, and they will enter your transponder into the scoring system, verify your entry, and then you'll be free to go practice the bomb. Like I said, drivers meetings at 9:30, bomb practice 10 to 10:30. Where the pits for this race are going to be on the lake bed. So that's basically as you're going down Wheeler Road, it's going to be on the left side. How far down Wheeler Road?
Left side is about 3.5 miles on the left-hand side. It's already marked. We've already got all the markings up. Pit row's already up.
Cool.
We got two-sided pit row. Everything's already uprated. So
it's all laid out so you can back trailer be delineated on where we are for parking. So you get a good position. There's going to be plenty of space, so you don't need to get all wedged in. We've got a big long lake bed to get yourself situated. So you have room to put your pit mat. You are required to have pit mats at our events. That just catches any fuel that may fall on the ground. We also like to see fire extinguishers in your pits. That's part of the requirement in our rules. We ask please read the rules thoroughly and have an understanding it, so that if you're asked at the event for a thing, you know, there's no excuse. Ignorance is not an excuse for not having your safety equipment present during the event. Then it's the production turbo class, 300 series cars. Excuse me. Then we have the production NA, which is 200 series class, the 100 series car, and the sportsman class brings up the back. the way the start works is when you show up to have your car checked, you're gonna get a number. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way up to probably 11 or 12, depending on the number of cars that start. That number is gonna correspond to a number that's out on our starting grid. Our starting grid is denoted by 2 pool noodles. So you'll see maybe yellow, green, blue, just depends on what Mark and his crew decide to put out there. But you're gonna line your cars up 4 wide between those 2 pool noodles. And then you'll have the numbers back. So it'll be 4 cars, row 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Not on the outside of the pool noodles, within the pool noodles. These determine which row you're gonna be on. You will also have a transponder, which is this little blue gizmo that goes on your A-pillar, and this is how you're scored through the computer system. So you need to make sure that you have that strapped to your A-pillar, preferably in the front or exposed on the car, so that it's easy for the scoring tower to read you as you pass your scoring.
Well, we're also, besides the transponder, we're also writing the car number down. If I'm not mistaken, we're even getting close to writing times down just for backup.
Correct. So we do keep hand sheets at all the checkpoints. So if you decide that you don't want to go to a checkpoint, that's going to cost you 15 minutes. So it's entirely your discretion. We are running live timing and scoring during the event. So if you go to MotoTally results D38, you're able to watch our live results as you're racing. So on that results page, you can look at your lap times, the cumulative time, how far behind the leader you are. So there's lots of great statistics that are available that are running during the event, so you can keep track of it. On top of, I'm sure, keeping your manual timing and scoring that most people do at their pits. Course markings. So we typically use Caselli course markings. I know that our club at I-8 and OTB, we both use the Caselli marking scheme. So their scheme is basically pink arrows. Pink arrows indicate open course. So you should be able to see most of the course markings from one to the next, which is usually 100 feet, 500 feet, you know, it could be a varied distance just depending on what the terrain is. So these are open course, you're going. If you come into a turn, turns are going to be noted. 3 arrows, 2 arrows, and then 1 arrow will generally be the turn. Depending on terrain, you'll either turn right before the arrow or right after the arrow. It just depends on how the course is marked. We also have road crossing signs. So if you're coming up to a road crossing, how many road crossings do we have?
I ran across 3 today.
So we have at least 3 road crossings, so there will be workers. They will have signs and flags. So when you come up to a road crossing, they will flag you through the road crossing and tell you that it's safe to go. If they tell you to stop because there's oncoming traffic that's not stopping or it's not safe, you need to stop and wait for that traffic to pass before you go through that road crossing. So we do have caution or danger signs. These basically indicate terrain change or severity of terrain change. An arrow could just mark that you're going down a hill, drop off. If it's a more severe terrain change, marked with 2 arrows. Could be marked with multiple dangers and arrows to tell you to slow down. Some caution tape across where there. My favorite, people's favorites that race with us, wrong ways. How do you handle wrong way? How do you handle the wrong way? That's the right way. If you're and you're going the wrong way on the course, you need to safely turn around or try to get onto the course. that isn't high speed racing back to the course. That's a very slow pace to safely get on the course. You have to realize that you have cars coming at you at high speeds, and they may or may not see you. So you got to be careful if you see wrong ways. If you miss a wrong way and you go past the wrong way and you're trying to safely get back into the course and you see somebody coming into the course the right way, it is just common courtesy to let that person go in front of you, not cut them off and say, hey, that's my advantage because you are on the wrong way. That could be very costly and penalty. Gaining an advantage, and that's why we're so want you to gain an advantage on by not on the course. Checkpoints. Checkpoints basically speed zones. So you need to slow down at the checkpoint. If you decide that you want to go faster at checkpoint, excuse me, we do issue penalties for that. No passing through checks, no jumping into the checks, no high speed to the check. Checkpoints are basically 15 miles an hour. And we're going to try something new at this race. As you enter a checkpoint, you will see a pair of pool noodles at the beginning of the checkpoint. And you'll see another pair of pool noodles at the end of the checkpoint. When you hit the first set of pool noodles, it's 15 miles an hour until you get to the last set. That will allow us to score your car, read your number, and that'll allow you to safely go through the check. We don't want to have people crashing into our checkpoint workers. We need to have them at a safe distance from the race course, but close enough to read you as you go. So you will see these pool noodles at all three of the checkpoints. So just know we'll cover this at the driver's meeting again so that it's clear when you come through checkpoints.
Checks will be marked with a check ahead. It's a big blue, green banner, excuse me. That'll be it'll be a check ahead. It's about yay wide. Yeah, it'll be staked in, so you know a check's coming. So the first thing you need to do is just check up and protect our workers. Like we set up a course, we mark everything to make it as safe as possible for you guys. We need to take care of our workers, our volunteers, because we almost lost half of I-8 last year.
I happen to be one of those people. It was a little wild ride out there.
Yeah.
So that being said, just 15 miles an hour through the check. It's only a few seconds. I mean, if you literally look at the time that it takes you to go from the checkpoint on or back, it's literally 10 or 15 seconds. So you're not talking about a significant slowdown or loss of time or people catch up. Everybody has to do the same thing. Safety equipment. So there is a considerable amount of required safety equipment when you race a UTV. That's including a Snell or SA rated helmet, which most of your better quality Pyrotech, Impact, Bell helmets are going to be Snell rated. We do not accept DOT helmets to race with. Those are not a safe racing helmet for UTVs. So please check to make sure that you have the properly rated helmet when you show up to race with us. Some of the other things required are gloves. You know, these are a very popular item to wear when you race because they keep your little fingers safe. You don't get blisters on them when your car catches on fire. I know that it's going to be rather warm this weekend. We will have a slight breeze going, which will be good for the dust. But you need to wear that. That includes your co-driver. If you can't operate your Lowrance or something you need, then find some gloves that can. Maybe you adjust the palms of the gloves, who knows, so that you can operate it. But gloves are absolutely required, and we do check those at TEC. Another item, shoes. You know, a good quality racing shoe. This is an Impact shoe. It has a fire rating, and that is on the inside of the tongue of the shoe. At every race, 2-layer fire race, fire extinguishers. check your fire extinguishers, make sure that they're up to date, they're fully charged. You're required to have 2 in your car, 1 on the back and 1 on the interior of your car. Chase lights. Chase lights are mandatory to race with District 38. A chase light is not just your tail lights, it's an amber light on the back of your car. These are important because people need to be able to see the car that's in front of you, and yellow is a highly visible color, and it makes it easier for somebody coming up on you at speed behind you to see you. We had some incidents at the last race with chase lights not being on and some near misses on people coming up through the dust. So please check your car prior to showing up to tech, because if you don't have chase lights and they're not working, I'm gonna require you to go get that fixed in order to come out and race with us. If you have any questions about the technical part of your car, the tech sheet is available on our AMA District 38 website. If you have questions, you're absolutely welcome to call me. My number is listed, or email's listed on the website, and I can help you determine what you need to do in order to come out and safely race with us. Headlights or forward lights on your car. Super important that you run your headlights on. It is a requirement in the rules to turn your front lights on. It just makes it a lot easier to pick out. To require these to use head and neck restraint. It limits the motion on your head, your neck, limits the fatigue. If you have any questions about what the proper head and neck restraint are, reach out to myself or Mark or anybody that's a UTV steward, and they're happy to help you with that. Volunteers. Do you still need any volunteers for this race, Mark?
Well, when I talked to some people today, we were doing pretty good, but that doesn't, I don't have the exact number, but Donnie has done an excellent job of putting things together volunteer-wise.
Okay,
But
awesome.
we're always looking at, we can always fill a spot. I mean, it's always-
Yeah, I mean, if you have extra people in your pit that, want to help out with the road crossing, maybe help direct some traffic during signups, just to try to make our job a little easier. Absolutely come up to home check. Donnie Durfee's in charge of the volunteers at this race. His number is listed on the flyer. You can give him a call. Say, hey Donnie, I want to volunteer. We can always find jobs for you to do. We always need help at tech, check-in, just to kind of get people directed so that we can process everybody efficiently.
Yep.
Like Mark had mentioned earlier, be respectful of all of our volunteers, especially our checkpoint workers. Don't dust them out, slow down. These people volunteer because they love racing. You don't want to turn them off from that because you're having a bad day or something like that. Some of the things that we've been told in the past by BLM, who basically manages our races, is during the races, when you're bringing your UTV up to tech or something, you need to have your helmet on. It is the law in California that you need to wear your helmet when you're operating a UTV, and a race car is no exception to that rule. So please wear your helmet. If you need to wear a little half helmet or something, I had one extra. Any kind of little shell or something that you need to do that keeps you legal to come to the pits, you need to do that. And that includes the club members, club presidents, they need to wear their helmets. People like me, I need to wear my helmet. Sometimes you get busy and you forget, but it's not an excuse. Please wear your helmet. Mark, do you have anything to add? Any kind of course things that you've seen?
Well, we were out working on the course today. We had to make a few modifications. Mother Nature had destroyed a couple of sections and we had to get creative. So you get a couple of virgin sections because we had to modify. But it's a short-lived section. But yeah, we're out today working on the course, hot day, and it's coming together.
So is it more of a, like a high-speed course? Is this gonna be canyons, washes? You know, I'm not asking you specifically where the course goes, just general
Well,
type of course, you know, relative to like what you guys build on motorcycles.
yeah, I could say speed-wise, there's a few little tougher sections, but overall it's pretty fast. I was in a UTV working it today, and,
Were you wearing your helmet, Mark?
yes, I was.
Good, see?
Matter of fact, I
That's the
was wearing my
correct
helmet.
answer.
Yes, I was. A full face helmet. I don't have one of those little skid plate helmets.
Yeah, I have one. I have the cool helmets. I like to wear those around. I have a lot of helmets, actually. I almost hair them.
But no, they're out there. We'll be out doing it again tomorrow, and it's like I say, it's coming together. We took care of about a third of it today, I would say.
Awesome.
So it's coming together quite well, but it should be pretty fast overall. And then when you figure out the course, you'll know exactly. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's nothing on the east side of Wheeler we're riding on.
You said, okay. So everything's gonna basically be lake bedside. We're not gonna go up on the hills,
No.
not hills. It's all gonna be east.
Yeah.
Between Plaster City East and, do we go under the trestles?
I could say yes, of course. Yes, we do.
Oh, you did? Okay. So you're going to the west too?
We're covering 40 miles. I mean,
Wow.
it's a,
I like to go 40 miles in circles,
Yeah.
but.
the trestles will be dug out because they're full. They'll be dug out tomorrow, so they'll be all ready to go for the race.
So when you guys dig out the trestles, I've never been part of the trestle digging crew. What do you do? How do you do it? Do you shovels and?
Well, Blake
You get a
comes out,
tractor?
gentleman in our club comes out and volunteers his time and takes something to dig it out. I don't know, maybe a backhoe, a small little backhoe.
Oh, you take a tractor out there?
Something. He digs it out. and
That's some cool
It's
stuff.
it's a lot better than being out there with a shovel.
I'd be all, nope, the course is turning here. We're not shoveling.
Oh, we can't go
I know.
over, we can't go over the trestles. We have to go underneath them.
Can you jump them?
Yeah, you can, but we're not allowed to go over.
You
Oh,
jump 'em. I tried to jump it. I'd probably crash, you know, my reputation of going upside down is pretty bad.
No, the course is coming together. It should be by Friday night, we'll be able to relax and actually Saturday morning, we'll go out and ride the course again just to make sure things are still up.
Cool.
Make sure all the markings are still up, because we have plenty of time with 11 o'clock start, so.
Oh, yeah, that's good. We'll be able to check the course in case we have a air movement event that blows
Or
things all up.
sabotage.
Sabotage.
Yeah.
I don't think it is a sabotage. Of course, it is your race. They like to sabotage.
It happened to us.
It did.
It really did once.
It did. I know. I was there. I saw it. GPS file. I know that's a big question with the UTV races. I kind of glossed over at the beginning. We will be providing the GPS file during TAXO from 7 to 9. I suggest that you bring your own micro SD card to sign up so that we can put the GPS file onto your micro SD card. I will have a couple SD cards during TAC that I can share with you. I have lost SD cards every event, so I'm kind of getting tired of it. So I know it's not intentional and we're trying to get things going, but you know, if you can have your own card, bring it to me, I'll load it on there. I will do my best to help you get the course loaded into your GPS. I'm not an expert, I'm working on it, that's all I can promise. Any other
No, I think we're
things?
pretty good on that. The
Okay,
biggest thing is to protect our volunteers and protect the racers, so that's my big push
Yeah.
this time.
okay, and we covered course markings. So some of the upcoming things that we have, we're gonna have a general District 38 meeting, and that's gonna be April 23rd, and it's at the Ranch House Restaurant in, is that Lakeside?
I think so.
Lakeside.
It's on the Santee.
Santee?
Some border.
I know,
Lakeside
it's like-
Santee, it's off
Yeah.
67,
It's right off 67.
right by Holland RV. Pierre has a great restaurant, come on down, it's got new flooring, so you won't stick to the floors. The meeting, starts, it's from 6 to 8, so it runs 2 hours. We do have you can have dinner and meet and greet, talk to your fellow District 38 racers. That's from 5 to 6. We encourage anybody that races District 38 that wants to be part of it, that wants to come and complain about things, whatever you want, come on down to the meeting. You know, we're happy to listen to everybody. We love to get input. That's how we improve our racing series from year to year. We take input from our racers and the general public.
And we've got, over the few years I've been doing it, we've got some great ideas, some good things that were brought to our attention, the club itself, and it was, it's just good. It's just good for people to get involved and see what it's all about.
Yeah, you know, to get feedback on how we mark our courses, you know, things that we can improve. I mean, you know, we're all part-time racers, part-time event host organizers, so you know, it's not a perfect system, but we always value input from our racers, our general public. That's how we improve our events. You know, there's all kinds of great ideas that we've implemented over the years. The numbering system for UTVs, you know, running 30 time-adjusted starts. I mean, these are all things that have improved the safety of our events and made it a lot more organized, so that there's less confusion when you show up at the event. Our first GP is going to be May 4th.
I think it's May 4th, Saturday.
May 4th? No, it's Sunday, May 5th.
Oh.
Sunday, May 5th. Yeah, it's on a Sunday. Yeah, that's good because then I can drive out there on Saturday.
Well, I'll tell you, Shorty's is a great place for a GP. The track is wide, and I'm not a track guy, but I've went and watched a couple of GPs there, and you take them down in the valley where all the sand is, and it's entertaining.
Cool.
It'll be a fun course.
You can turn that light on over there, Jeff. I didn't anticipate. No, just the light itself. So Shorty Short Park, it's a Sunday, May 5th. That's a District 38 race, so Rob and Kim are basically hosting or running that race. I'll be helping doing scoring, so we'll be able to keep you guys scored. We do the results 15 minutes after that race is over, and you can come get your trophies. So we're done when we leave on Sunday at those events. It's always a good time. We always have great GPs. We've gotten a lot of compliments on our GPs. So come on out to Shorty's and support us out at Shorty Short Park in beautiful Blythe, California. I had a friend that I grew up with. His dad was a track coach at high school, 1970s. It was a little different. Anyway.
Before AC.
Before, yeah, right. Before AC in high school. In order to keep District 38 running, we have a lot of really great sponsors that help us with our race program. They help pay for insurance. They give giveaway bags. You know, great things to help us continue to do our events. I always like to recognize the sponsors and the people that make this possible for us. We have Maxima Racing, Maxima Oils. That's Danny's company. He does a great job. If you need oil or oil change kits for your UTV, give Maxima a call. We have several people that race with us that work at that company, so you know they're always very helpful to District 38 Racing. Motor World, you know, a lot of people buy bikes from Motor World. They're a great place to go shopping. I think Glenn the sales manager there.
We got mine then.
I've got a UTV, several bikes there. Riz Designs, they do shirts and graphics and stuff. ORW, BTI, that's Todd Barnhill, his company. They do machining and make cool stuff. Diesel Tech, they work on your diesel trucks and diesel motors. Judy Bolin, she is the wife of an OTB member.
She is an
Joe.
OTB member.
She is an OTB. I'm sorry, Judy. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give you. Sorry, you chastised me for this. I'm only working on a presentation. SD Powerhouse. They built some awesome motorcycles out there. I think they like Hondas there, but I think they'll probably work on anything at this point. We have RL Fick and Sons Plumbing. That's Stephen Fick's company. They do a lot of plumbing work. So if you need plumbing, big commercial jobs, give them a call. Kaufman Land Survey, they do land surveying, give them a call. And if you need some land surveying, Spartan UTV, if you need some UTV work done. We Supply, that's Dustin Tamley. They have a couple stores in San Diego. They sell electronic home theater cameras. Give Dustin and his family a call. They're happy to help you. Vicious Factory, they do clothing and things like that. They're always out at our races. I believe they even have racers that race motorcycles. Swell Drone, Chris does a lot of drone footage for us. Starts with the race. I guarantee you he'll be out there this weekend looking for some cool places to shoot some drone videos. Probably in some washes or something like that, where it's like a cool follow you up the wash deal. Our photographers, Mike Maxwell, he's a sponsor. He's always out there every weekend at our races taking some great pictures. I always encourage you to send these guys a few dollars to help them get out to the races. If you're going to use their photography on your social media page or so, you need to pay them to do that. That's just part of how it works. That's what keeps them alive and wanting to come out and take some awesome pictures. Judd Neves, he's the President's Award winner. He does nothing but dirt photography. He's also one of our primary photographers. Same deal, if you're going to use his pictures, tag him, send him a couple bucks. That's what encourages him to come out to our races and do the photography for us. That's what makes us look good. It makes you look fast. I've got some great pictures where I look fast in the pictures. How about you, Mark? Do you have any good Judd Neves pictures?
I've got some great photos. I don't look fast though, but.
Yeah, you do.
No.
I've seen those big jumps too.
I don't do
Like the
jumps.
big jumps. Like you come over the hill, like he's shot that, like he's laying down there.
Yeah,
shooting like
give me more air.
I give you more air. It's like Andy Vance, he does a little Photoshop for Andy Vance, and like makes the big gap.
Adds a few more feet.
Add a few more feet to this big district.
Another person we need to thank is Any Prints, Mikey at Any Prints. He creates pie plate numbers for at least the motorcycle races, and he's done an excellent job. He's taken care of us in the last 3 races, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yep.
he just donates his time and the supplies to us, and so I can't thank Mikey enough for helping us out.
Yeah, he's helped all the clubs, giving everybody pie plates. It really makes the process of
Makes us look better.
makes you look better instead of taping on the old
Real
pie.
pie plates.
The real pie plates. I like the pie plates, I think it's a very classic vintage look, but,
Yeah,
we're trying to get with the times
yeah,
there.
they're not in the 70s anymore. That's how it was done back then.
I know, that's why, I like that, I like it that way. Any other people you wanna
No, that was one.
acknowledge out
No,
there?
everybody else, and it's great that we have the support from these sponsors, and like I say, Mikey's just he's not on there, but he supports on his own
Okay.
way.
Awesome, do you have any questions, Joe?
No, but just a reminder, come pick up your year-end awards at Robin Kim's trailer.
Yep, so, all of the clubs will be out at the event. OTB will have their past race trophies,
Yep.
probably their home shack or one of the trailers. So you can come have them at the wonderful silver ATC trailer. Pick up your old trophies. I know that at I-8, if you have a trophy from our last, you need to get in touch with Morgan on a trophy because he's going to order trophies. The reason we have a lot of extra trophies is because we order these things and nobody takes them.
Yep.
So we don't like to carry them around, but it costs us money to get your trophies. So if you want them, tell us you want them and come get them. Just so that, we want to give you your trophies, but we don't want to tote them around. That's about it. And if you have any questions, like I said, you can get in touch with Mark, volunteering Donnie Durfee. If you have any UTV tech questions, I'm your UTV guy, so you can give me a call. I'll be able to help you get your stuff set up and ready to race. Again, the race is this weekend. It's out at Superstition. It's on the lake bed. Like Mark said, about 3.5 miles from Huff Road. What's the condition of Wheeler Road?
It's fine still, yeah. it's
Fine.
still
Can we
okay.
go 40, can I go 45 on it still?
I'm gonna say, yeah, but
Okay, awesome.
are you towing something?
Of course. You gotta get up on
A
top.
motorhome went by
You
me
gotta,
today.
you gotta get up on top.
A motorhome went by me towing a trailer today, and he was doing at least 55,
Perfect,
so. Just
we have a
take it
theory
easy.
about that.
You don't have to drive far, it's an easy drive, and like I say, pits are all laid out, so pick your
Mark,
spot.
arrows on
Yep.
Wheeler, turn.
I'm gonna finish it tomorrow,
Oh, okay,
I got everything up to, Huff, and I'll finish that in the morning,
Cool.
tomorrow morning when I go back out.
sounds awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's a conclusion for tonight's YouTube Live. We'll see you out at the races this weekend. Thanks, Mark, for
Thank
coming out and giving us the information tonight.
See you guys on Saturday.